This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What are the chances?
I do love this. If you've got a what are the chances story, 13 24 10, don't forget anyone that gets on air as well. We're giving away a brand new 55-inch television every day. State of Origin kicks off tomorrow night. That's the reason why we're doing that. But if you've got a story, I'd love to hear from you. How's this one? And I mean, you just got to be careful. And I know people want to go, bushwalking and hikes and trails, and it's great to get out there and get some fresh air, Whip. But a 27-year-old Chinese national student, a university student, decided to climb the slopes of Mount Fuji.
Oh, arigato.
The thing is, he went quite far. He was 3,000 metres above sea level.
Jeez.
But unfortunately got altitude sickness, was found by another hiker, and he was in such a bad place that they had to call in the rescue chopper to rescue him.
Okay, flew him out, did they?
Lucky to be alive, survived, because, I mean, there's a fair bit of snow up there as well. It's freezing cold. You wouldn't believe it. The same hiker that found him 4 days later does this route, quite regularly. Found someone else 4 days later, same spot, struggling, altitude sickness, had to call in the chopper again. The chopper arrived to pick up the same bloke they rescued 4 days earlier. His excuse was, I left my phone up there.
You've got to be kidding me.
I had to go and find it. He was.
What are the chances?
Yeah, quite high, because he's obviously an idiot. Hang on a minute. So the same guy has gone back to the same point, and the same other mountaineer has seen this guy.
Has been rescued again, and his excuse was, I left my phone up there, and he was looking around for it and had altitude sickness once again.
You are an
rescued
idiot.
Twice.
Okay, what are the chances? That's great.
I mean, we've had some great calls over the years with what are the chances? Let's have a look.
Living in Centennial Park, and I was going for a walk, and the skeleton key of my Toyota fell out. Didn't know where it was. One of my sons, about a week later, was riding in Centennial Park. He'd actually ridden over the skeleton key, and that had made him fall off his bike. He came home crying with the key.
I was in London coming home back to Sydney, catching a flight and just walking through the airport, and I've run into a friend from uni. 6 years later, I was on my honeymoon, walking through Venice, randomly popped into a souvenir store, and then the same friend was in this souvenir store.
Jeez.
Man, what are the chances?
Do you know, hey, does anybody know what angel numbers are? Is anybody across angel numbers? For some reason, I'm getting served a lot of stuff on angel numbers. And
is the amount of times Angel appeared on Home and Away?
No, they're meant to be like signs.
111 or 222.
Yeah, they're like signs in numbers where if you see them, it's meant to be that there's angels talking to you, Fitz.
I don't think so, mate.
And that's like what they talk about with chance and coincidence, is that they're actually meanings, they're messages from past lives that are actually trying to tell you something.
Yeah, so if you get 222, if you see 222, it means harmony and positive relationships.
Angel numbers.
Yeah.
What about your Hotmail account, Tom? Hotball69. What is that?
That's the devil's number.
Yeah, send me an angel.
He's looking to be rescued.
More like the devil number.
Oh, my God. I just said that.
Exactly.
Love to know what your chance and coincidence story.
Danielle in Rudy Hill, what are the chances? What do you got for us?
When I was first pregnant, we got new neighbours. They rented the property next door, and the woman was also pregnant, and we were sort of due around the same time, very similar. I went late, and she kind of went right on time, and our were born on the same exact day in the morning.
Wow.
Years later, about 7 years later, they moved away. There was a new couple bought the house. They were pregnant, and she gave birth to her first child on the exact same day as our kid.
Something in the water.
That is
Something
weird.
in the houses, I think.
Wow. Was it around the same time? It was in the morning as well, Danielle, around the same time?
I'm not. I think she was induced, so it could have been.
yeah.
She was induced the day before, so came in the morning. Yeah, we were all sort of in the morning on the 5th of April.
Danielle, great story. Thank you. Paige in Penrith, what are the chances?
Hey guys, so I got a bit of a local hectic story. My friend in Penrith, she was in a parked car yesterday with the storms, and as she drove away, she looked behind her to see if there was any cars coming, and a tree branch had fallen exactly where her car was parked.
Oh my God! What she just pulled out, Paige?
Yeah.
That is freaky. Like to the point, Paige, that like it would have completely crushed the whole car, or it wasn't a massive tree?
No, it was just a tree branch, but it definitely would have made some damage for sure.
Oh, that is freaky, man.
Awesome, Paige. Great story.
Cameron on the Central Coast. What are the chances, Cam?
Morning, boys. What are the chances of Whit wearing that jacket?
Thanks very much.
What are the
Cameron,
chances?
quite high. I've got about 10 shirts in my wardrobe and 2 of them are shackets.
Nice. And the chance that Tommy having a dinner for 2 email. Jesus Christ, mate. He's a dirty dog, isn't he?
He's filthy, isn't he, Cam?
A grub. What about this part? Travelling overseas in Paris.
Yep.
Bunch of mates. One of the boys decided he'd had enough. He was going home. Last night before we were due to go home, so he got a cab, went back to the hotel. About 3 or 4 hours later, we go get in a cab, and one of the boys looks on the floor, and it's his passport.
You're kidding.
Oh.
Could have been any cab.
What are the chances?
That's wild.
Man,
Seriously.
that was meant to be, because if...
Seriously. So we stitched him up in the morning, obviously, and he's frantic, like, where's my passport? I can't get home. I don't know, mate. You're a more.
Got him a beauty. Cameron, thank you, buddy. Love the story.
Kate and Bill Gowler, what are the chances?
What are the chances that I was working as an executive assistant for a man for 5 years? I did an ancestry DNA test and find out that he was my uncle that was adopted out as a baby.
No way. No way. What prompted you to do that?
It's like a lot of my family and friends were doing it. And I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll find out what my background is. And then you see, like, the whole family tree. And I saw his name on there. And then he got an alert that I was attached to him, that he got the family tree alert that a new family member had arisen. It was it was a very touchy subject. I spoke to my dad, who didn't know anything about it. The family didn't know, like, all the other siblings didn't know that there was a child that was adopted out.
And
Kate,
you end up working.
Thank God you didn't hook up with the boss.
Thank God, right?
Yeah, Ancestry.com. That is wild.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.